Hi, this is Sam Kotera here with another Gain Grades webinar, and this is just going to be a quick webinar on writing, and specifically shortcuts in the writing process with respect to a literature class, or if you're doing any kind of literary analysis. This is going to be a great tool for you, and we're specifically going to be looking at symbols. Here's the quick tip. Most students get so caught up in finding the right quotes to prove their points that they overlook more broad, general thematic elements in the writing. And a quick fix to this is just to use symbols. A character, item, or anything representing something bigger in the text or texts you've been reading. Here's how to do this. Pick out a big idea from what you're writing about. Basically, this is going to be from what you were reading, whether it just be one text that you're doing your writing about, or if you read a couple of texts that are informing what you're writing about. You want to think of some big ideas from those texts. Now, with literature, it might be something related to the military, power, poverty, civil disobedience. These are just a few examples. Obviously, there's a million and one different big ideas that could be hit on within what you're reading. But just pick out one big idea and then find a symbol from within the writing or writings that the author uses to make a comment on that big idea with. There's always going to be some kind of symbol, whether it be a character, an item, something in those writings that the author used to make a comment about that big idea with. Here's some examples, kind of just based on the big ideas I used as examples earlier. These are some example symbols. So one might be a soldier in the story and his or her demeanor. That might be, the symbol for military from my big idea example. Or the character and ethics of the elite for the big idea of power. Or how the poor are described or even treated in the story, whether it's positive or negative, could be a symbol related to the big idea of poverty. Again, these are just a few examples. This could go for a wealth of different big ideas you could have symbols for. And here's a helpful hint. The time and place your author comes from can play an important impact on how they view this big idea, and therefore the symbol. So, that's a little error. An example would maybe be Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and we know he was alive and he was writing during the time of the British Empire. Of course, the British Empire was not what it once was at that point. And the reason I picked Sir Arthur Conan Doyle as just an example of an author is, one, he's a really popular author, but two, I have an example that from a paper I wrote, and it's on one of his Sherlock Holmes short stories. I believe it was The Crooked Man. Now, I'm not going to read through this whole paragraph, but you can pause or read through it yourself, and the point is that this paragraph basically takes a character, and the character in The Crooked Man is named Barclay, and it uses his imagery and how he's visualized, how Arthur Conan Doyle describes him in the story as a symbol for the British Empire overall. So we've got a soldier in this example as a representative or a symbol for what was the bigger thing he was a part of. The soldier was a part of the British Empire. So if you read through this, you'll get a good idea for just how I did this real quick and easily to get a whole paragraph's worth of ideas out, probably about 250 words in a paper. And I'm not sure this might be too small to see when it actually gets uploaded onto a video. So if it turns out to be tough to see, I will put it in the comments section. So just a quick recap. Remember to look at the big ideas the writing or writings are getting at. Find a symbol within the text that makes a statement on that big idea, and then see if the time or place of your author, the context your author is coming from, might help you or add more detail to your symbolic analysis. again, just wanted to do a little plug for www.gaingradesnow.com. You can sign up for the Gain Grades newsletter and receive other useful tips for efficiency in college like this one. Hear about great offers on our study skills programs too, which are guaranteed to reduce your study time and increase your grades. So thank you very much. Put this simple idea to use in your literary writing and let me know how it goes in the comments section. Thank you very much.